Celebrity pets are often adorable, sometimes exotic, and sadly, sometimes grossly mistreated. Cue Sarah McLachlan because these stars' behavior will make you want to rescue their poor pets from the trauma, then cry in a corner for a really long time and maybe eat all of the Haagen-Dazs. Justin Bieber. Justin Bieber has a pretty poor track record with his pets. His pet capuchin monkey, OG Molly, was confiscated in Germany when the singer was on tour in March 2013. 3 years later, Bieber told GQ, "Honestly, everyone told me not to bring the monkey on tour. I was like, it's gonna be fine, guys." It was the farthest thing from fine. In Germany, that monkey is endangered or something, but I had the papers. The monkey now lives happily in a zoo. Unfortunately, Molly wasn't the only critter Bieber ruined. In December 2012, he gave a fan custody of his tour pet hamster, and the furball died that March. TMZ reports that the fan took good care of the hamster, but it got sick, and by the time she took it to the vet, it was too late. But perhaps most traumatic was Bieber's bulldog, Karma. Bieber reportedly got Karma for his dad, Jeremy, who then left her with a trainer and never returned. Per TMZ, the trainer accused Jeremy of throwing Karma out of a second-story window into a snowbank. So perhaps it's for the best that the Biebers never came back for the pooch. Pretty bad karma, Biebs. Tyga. Considering Tyga is neither the most responsible nor the most law-abiding guy around, it's no surprise he isn't the greatest pet owner. Tyga owned an actual tiger cub in early 2014. By May of that year, California wildlife officers confiscated the animal, which is illegal to own in the state, and Tyga faced criminal charges, with a possible 6-month jail sentence. The tiger was placed in a private animal sanctuary, and a rep later told TMZ that Tyga never bothered to check in on the cat, which they renamed Maverick, and that Tyga hasn't donated a dime to the nonprofit sanctuary, even though Maverick costs them $10,000 a year just for food alone. Too bad he doesn't have that kind of money. Paris Hilton. Paris Hilton is a prolific pet owner, but she may not be a good one. She once boasted 35 pets, which she loved showing off, but not all of them met happy endings. Gawker reported that she failed to get her kitten Prada neutered, and when she did take it to the vet, she abandoned him there. At one point, she had all of her pets living in her home with no one there to care for them except for a housekeeper. Animal rescuer Chris Kelly told Gawker, "We gave Miss Hilton every opportunity to do the right thing for Prada, but she failed to comply and then abandoned him. We now have Prada in a foster home. She has proved to be a negligent pet owner." But it doesn't end there. According to Gawker, when Hilton gets a new pet that she doesn't feel like training, she leaves it in a closet, often to die of neglect. And that teacup dog in designer bag trend that she started? It resulted in a whole lot of Chihuahua abandonment in shelters. And speaking of those tiny pets, canine researcher Mia Cobb told The Dodo, "Those dogs are bred to meet a fashion ideal purely based on looks, often exaggerating their puppy features rather than for sound health, good behavior, and longevity. Many of these issues develop or deteriorate over the first year of life." So what's Paris saying about it?
Whatever. I forgive you.
Kim Kardashian. Kanye West got Kim Kardashian a teacup Persian kitten named Mercy, named after a song he'd written about her. Sweet, right? Except Kardashian is allergic to cats. E! Online reported that Kardashian then gave Mercy to sister Khloe's assistant. Mercy subsequently died of a breeding-related fatal virus at just 4 months old. While not exactly West or Kardashian's fault, it does say that the couple didn't bother doing their research and likely would have been better off without a kitten at all, or with one they adopted from a shelter instead of purchasing from a mill. But they were just keeping the family tradition of bad pet ideas alive.
Is that a little pig?
Ellen DeGeneres. Ellen DeGeneres adopted her dog Iggy from Muds and Moms and apparently failed to read the fine print on her adoption agreement. When Iggy didn't get along with the cats she and wife Portia already owned, she gave him to her hairdresser, which was a big no-no for the agency. People reported that Muds and Moms swooped in and confiscated Iggy from the hairdresser's family, including her 2 young daughters, leading DeGeneres into a slew of tearful TV appearances over the incident. She said,
"Well, I guess I signed a piece of paper that says if I can't keep Iggy, it goes back to the rescue organization, which is not someone's home, which is not a family."
She owned up to her part in the fiasco, pleading with the agency.
"I'm so sorry, and I'm begging them to give that dog back to that family. Just please bring the dog back to those little girls."
Ultimately, Iggy went back to the agency and was placed with a different family, which was enough to make anyone grumpy. Thanks for watching! Click the Nicki Swift icon to subscribe to our YouTube channel. Plus, check out all this cool stuff we know you'll love too.